No, it doesn't. Okay. Solid position though. Let's see if he gets spotted.
Oh, this is going to be risky for Keto, isn't it? And it might actually end up working out.
The mouse wheel.
Thought it was going to go okay, but it doesn't. Zen does get Keto. Now Big are going to have a bit more difficult time defending the site as Tizian hides inside of that smokehouse. He's still alive. Off he goes. And can't get anything done. It was always going to be a rough position for him to play from. But now the rest of GODSENT will work their way into the site, and they do have to deal with Xantares, who is dancing around at the moment, loses his closest teammate, but has the backup of Searson, who's found a headshot, but puts him down to a 1-on-3. Not a particularly easily winnable scenario here, Matt, but in the end he does his best and gets himself another frag. Still advantage, still a little bit of util as well. A double nade onto the bomb site would do a lot of damage, but nades actually do really not a whole lot at all. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far, as GODSENT are starting to work their way on in. A flashbang goes through, but Searson, it's Tizian finding 3 kills with the Deagle before he's eventually shut down. We're still in a 2-on-2 though, and that's winnable for Big, particularly if Searson can get some work done with this. Keto also on a bit of an off angle. Maybe GODSENT's not going to expect him here. Gives away his position though, and he's going to be jumped on by Farling, and that's going to be the B site more or less cracked open. It's just Tizian left.
Build up too much. Big still trying to keep them honest, at least for the time being.
Well, Sticker, honestly, just going to be getting the 2 exits on his way out. That's going to be a 3K. Gets left open. Keto in a solid position, but needs to try to dance around the smoke here. GODSENT seem to be aware. Sticko 1 bullet from death. Tizian able to bring some supportive fire, and that's actually going to be the mid player falling. Chris still. Keto just waiting for the perfect moment to make his move now, and it looks like GODSENT might just be completely gone. Well, okay, maybe not. Sticko.
1-on-1, Xantares down to half HP now. Stico has all of the cards to play until Xantares does get back into cover. He's snuck across, and that's just enough. Round 1 by Big, but it's a very nice grenade that'll put them down fairly low. Rotation starting to come in from Big as well. They've got 4 players on this site, and Xantares has gone straight through the smoke out onto the ramp to take that initial fight.
Molly to Tetris, and now it is going to be short held perfectly by Xantares, finding 2 on the cross. Zen unable to make his way back through. Speaking of, Tabson comes in on the flank at the perfect moment. Farley going to be flashed off the line. Keto going forward. Nice headshot found through the wood, and goes back for more as well. Supportive utility coming through at the right moment. Keto should just be able to tap away here. Zen, he's going to fall down. Keto holding that B site perfectly to even the odds at 3 apiece.
They're going to cop a grenade for their troubles. Crystal down to 1 HP. That grenade is done. Oh, that wasn't Crystal that took the grenade. It was Stico that took the grenade. Oh, crazy. I thought the grenade did 99 damage. I was thinking, that's a good grenade.
It might have. That one may as well have. You're just seeing the layered utility in from Big time and time again. Mitigating risk in combination with just how confident they're looking. Again, it's 5 alive for Big. Their economy is absolutely out of control. If he's able to punish a push here, Molotov does come in and flush him out, and Zen's copped quite a bit of damage. You see Searson now going aggressive, finds that pick, and he's able to get away with it as well. So GODSENT once again getting disrupted before they can perform this execute the way they want to.
Yeah, some solid timing on the aggression from Big again. Oh. Searson, timing not going to work out for him this time as Sticko gets control of short for now, but Xantara still here and waiting. Tabson fighting as well, finds himself the quick triple, and now it's looking a bit downhill from GODSENT again from here. 4v1, Sticko, what have you got for us, son?
Yeah, I mean, this is really starting to fall back on its sort of default for this.
They're competitive, and in any of these rounds, every time they try to run their game plan, whether it's a high utility or low utility sort of setup, they're getting disrupted, they're getting picked. Even in these ecos, you're seeing Big just with full confidence contesting angles and taking fights, which is exactly what Sticko is going to do here, and he can't even get the job done on Keto on the trade there.
Yeah, it looks like it's going from bad to worse, but another solid anti-eco coming out from Big. As GODSENT trying to get anything done at this point. Chris still just going to be tanking that Molotov, hoping to get more than a single body shot. But it's going to be body shots found by Big, and a 7th. Making his way straight up the scaffold, but not committing straight to the push just yet. Xantara's looking to double up now, but Util going to be thrown in this direction. Maiden goes forward and manages to find the entry. Zen with the double, and this is going to be the A site found. 3-man advantage now. How do GODSENT convert
like that from GODSENT, for sure.
Looks like Keto and Tabson are pretty interested in sticking around here. They've got so much cash that they may as well try and do something to disrupt GODSENT a little further, but the chances of that happening are fairly unlikely in a 5-on-2. Grenade to go through here, shouldn't finish anyone off, and Crystal doesn't cop too much damage even from it. Let's see if Tabson can get rid of another 1 or 2 guns. There goes Madden, but Zico trades him out.
Maiden,
yeah.
Maiden.
Running simultaneously. Might have
Sometimes
to
it
go
works out
back
like
and watch
that.
the VODs, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. Just like that, GODSENT with that T round might have gotten back into the half, although Searson put a stop to it early here.
Well, it's nice to see them chip away a round or two, Mac, but realistically, you're looking at how good the economy is here for Big. It's going to be quite hard, but Maiden finally finding a little bit more success towards Scaffold last round and this round as well, creating some openings, and it seems like GODSENT aren't looking to slow down anytime soon.
I'm not sure that that's going to be the way that they really want to be going about this, because Searson and Xantares are still prepared for them. Counter utility being thrown in now for Big as well, and that enables the peak from Keto. It's just Farleague, and it went from an even situation to nearly an unwinnable situation in the space of 15 seconds. Not even that. Let's see what Farleague can do. 1-on-3, nothing. Keto is too sharp. And a great response from Big, just when you think, oh well, maybe.
Big now going aggressive towards ramp this time around.
Taras will be able to get away just barely as GODSENT continue up, but so close to spacing is good for the trade.
Oh.
Searson manages to snag another in that situation. That's complete ridiculousness. And now Xantares trying to approach, which is being read like a book by Big.
A little bit of smoke play from both of these teams, but Tizian comes up with the goods. Headshot, not that it was necessarily required. And Zico now, you know, this is a situation that he's been in way too many times on the T side, and that's a nice shot through the smoke to grab Tizian. Does bring it back to a 1-on-3, which is much more doable, but even still, that's kind of grasping at straws, and Xantares, to be honest, is looking pretty clean on this CT side. Bigger, thirsty.
Full flash ready from Sticko as soon as that bomb is tapped. There it goes.
Maiden false. 2-on-2 situation. Sticko very low. Searson, he's gone for the scope. It's the one-man swing. Sticko unable to go for the trade just yet. Cover is there. Tizian figures out the direction he needs to look and holds it down perfectly. That is amazing. An immaculate retake from a disadvantage.
Counter flashes, it's the timing pushes that have worked out. One-man advantage for them before GODSENT can even really get into the positions they desire.
It's a nice spot for Tizian to play as well, but Farleague is aware of it still. He'll have more to deal with, and Searson is apparently a little bit too much for Farleague in this instance. Maiden half, I'd say at least 5 times now. And from that kind of a situation, it's unlikely you're going to find a round. He does get the better of Xantares, but it's at the cost of 54 of his HP. Luckily, at least the bomb's right here in front of him. So that is not necessarily a concern. And now it starts to look a bit more doable. Searson, having dropped on the bomb site, puts it into a 2-on-1. Keto with an auto sniper. Things are a bit vain. And Tabson will have to be wary that he doesn't lose his head here. He's the player with a lot of the utility. Here we go. And, well, now he doesn't have a head anymore, nor does he have any utility.
That's full information, and you're seeing now Big just rerouting straight into this bomb site onto Zen.
Oh yeah, solid position though. Nice headshot found, but it's going to be traded through quickly. Man advantage still for GODSENT on the way in, just trying to deny the cross now. Everybody facing as one. Couple of binks coming through. Tizian looking sharp, but unfortunately can't get more than the single. Sticko very sharp on the USB to find the double at the end.
Not much of a reaction from GODSENT, actually. You're seeing them still stay on B. Zen's only now just rotating back towards the A site now. Pulling things away, Maiden finds that pick from the sandbags onto Xantares, trying to be flashed out by the utility,
nice.
but Searson plucks him straight out of the air, and now with 30 seconds, Big trying to walk into this A site.
Tabson's in a good spot to cause some problems. Sand doesn't know, so close. Tabson didn't spot him. Now we're back to the 3-on-4. Bigger doing some okay damage for now, but they haven't got too many substantial kills. Searson on a good angle again. Now they've set themselves up, but Sticko's too good. Trades him down. It'll be 1-on-4 for Tizian, who just elects to charge forward and give up his life. That's fair enough.
This is the complete opposite of GODSENT in the last half. We see so many 11-4 scorelines where the T's just win like one pistol and then a gun round or something like that. And it's quite hard for the CTs to come back, but this is the dream scenario for the CTs.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. It's CQ.
Bullets, explosions.
Got a lot of 3 headers and not a lot of 5 headers.
Whoa.
Ooh.
You said it.
Ooh, are you really going to go that way?
Chat won't like you.
Still a fairly large utility advantage here for Big, and you're starting to see that come into effect. The Molotov's being thrown in. Keto peeks off the back of it and catches the head of Stiko, who also will see Maiden falling next to him. It's just Crystal left alive now toward the bomb site, but he hasn't been cleared out of sandbags, and Tabson in a world of hurt. It's a double kill for Crystal, and he hides back again behind the sandbags. It's just unfortunate for Big that they've not failed. They have failed to clear out the sandbags. Tizian will know where he is and waits for the free kill, which he will get inevitably, but there is time a factor now for Big. 13 seconds to get in, plant that bomb. They're stacked up on the bomb site. San nearly gets a lucky frag, and he has another chance here. The molly might have actually been enough to kill San as he tried to run through it, but Keto ends the round with...
This was the desperation buy, and it's already not going well for GODSENT. They're going to try and contest ramp here.
Yeah, and trying to go straight through, but Big standing as a firing squad, just knocking GODSENT down a notch again. And Maiden, he's going to be last alive. The rap will come through in a moment. They know exactly where he is. Big, almost the isolated fight there. Maiden just trying to find anything. Flash across, not going to hit the mark, and Maiden. Okay, a winnable situation now.
Yeah, particularly because he knows where Tizian is, such low HP. So Tizian really needs to just play this one quite safely. Can't afford to be giving up his life here because that really opens the door for Maiden in the one-on-one. Smoke down on the bomb. He's going to have to try and defuse. There's no other options. He's actually running out of time now as well. And Big, well, they'll be aware now that the round is probably won. There's a good shot through onto Keto, but it's too late to kill Tizian. And despite the fact that Maiden has done a lot of damage, he's not going to win the round.
The A site and Big looking to send it in this direction.
Yeah, Max 10 for Keto. That'll be the weapon that's sent first, I was going to say, but Xantara's actually with the AK decides to challenge initially. Still, that'll be picked up by Keto, so no harm, no foul. Crystal!
All right.
Drive-by with the 5-7, and all of a sudden it starts to look a little bit weaker for Big. They've lost players all over the place. Couple up toward ramp. Bomb is now dropped on the A bomb site, and it's just Tizian left alive. And, well, he has been sharp here, but not sharp enough. 14-8, GODSENT win a critical. You know how much work you can get with a single weapon. Now they've got two. They have the Galil there for Tizian. Timing is not good for him at all, and he's run over by Tizian. Keto also catches Maiden on his rotate into the bomb site, and it's just a couple of players left here for GODSENT. Spam through the boxes. A couple of shots do connect with Tabson, but it's a wooden spoon prize at this point because I'm not sure that it will amount to a whole lot. 1-on-4 here for Crystal. He's going to pop a flash down for himself, but can't really get a whole lot done. And that is map point now achieved for Big.
Round.
A missed round?
Yes.
It's where something random happens that isn't usually representative of something that should happen on a normally done round.
Ooh.
Such as someone buying a FAMAS and running into mid by himself and killing half the enemy team.
There you go.
That's a missed round.
Keto's got himself all the way through the B bomb site. Not sure how much damage he'll be able to do here. Oh, a couple of players, and if he throws that grenade, it could work out. Not quite, unfortunately, but a chance for another one there for Keto. Weird round for Big.
Yeah.
That's the max you need. Once something happens to you 3 times, that's
No.
That was more than 3.
You got a source for that, Jordan?
Yeah, my brain.
Okay, well,
Best
Farley,
source there is.
I thought Big might have actually caused a bit of an upset on the Deagles, but it looks like GODSENT are right as rain for now. Big damage. Keto.
Just look 11 forward in the first half.
I mean, 5 rounds in a row is doable based on what we've seen so far in this second half from GODSENT. So let's not count our eggs before they hatch. Chickens even? Because we can count the eggs. They'd still be eggs. Taps.
Instead, just trying to stand in the smoker's cover, waiting for Big to wrap around, and now might be able to perfectly time this one. Only get a single, though, as Tizian comes in with the cover. But GODSENT just rotating straight back as well. Solid positions on the site. Tizian trying to wrap this one open as, who's that Maiden? Just going to be dancing around the smoke. It's a matter of timing, though. Gets back to default. He's going to be doing big work. Stiko on the Deagle keeps this one alive for GODSENT. One bullet onto Tizian is all that he needs to connect, but Tabson, unable to convert this time. GODSENT with another.
Gone hard into that B site, and they didn't have full utility. after a couple of saves. Now a half buy through from Big, trying to contest this ramp
nice.
control. Good crosshair placement from Farley.
Well, very quick through that. Molly goes Big, so they're still trying to get something done over toward A right now, and they've progressed far into the site. Tizian goes through the smoke. And, well, doesn't go too much further past that because he's got a bullet in his head. Now Stiko looks to deny the bomb plant, which he'll be able to do.
Okay.
Bit of damage being done here by Big, and this Tech 9 could go to work for Xantares. He would have got himself another one.
Great catch.
That's a great catch.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not what you want here in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, except that might be, although Xantares could have connected another onto Farley, who goes for the trade, and he's successful in doing so.
Counter utility is going to be a problem that Big have to deal with. They're throwing their own in now, but Stiko posted on the line. He'll actually fall to Tizzy, and that's a good start for Big as they work their way in. Xantares trades down. He's got a second onto Maiden. This might just be it, unless Zen can stand up tall, and he does. Right above the smoke, catching the kill onto Keto. A 2-on-3, but Tabson and Xantares low on HP. Bomb plant will go down. It's at the cost of Tabson's life. And Zen is going insane at the moment. Xantares the last alive. Deagle in hand. And now it's Xantares into the one-on-one.
3 HP and a dream. Can he get it done? That? And at least the cross will be here. Maiden needs to hold it, but he's actually going to leave Stiko for dead at the moment. Nade comes through. Keto disregards it completely. What's going on there? They've just...
It's the one way.
Thought it was dealt with already. Missed opportunities. GODSENT now able to potentially fight for it. Goes through, gets another. That's nuts. Flashes for himself now. And he's literally playing for himself at this point. 5-on-3. Big. How do they deal with it?
They got to turn around. Another one of these disadvantageous situations, but they haven't been doing that since the start of the half. He's trying to go hero mode, Tizian, but now it's a 2-on-1 against Zen.
I mean, he has kind of cleared out the bomb site enough that Big can, if they get that kill onto Zen, start to walk their way in. Farley does get across. And Xantares in a 1-on-3. Surely not possible now. GODSENT have done so much work to get it to the overtime, and they do secure it. 15-15 on.
Maiden pre-scoped, gets on the line. Jump could be heard, and that's going to be a nice way to equalise Molly deep. Tizian going to be forced off the line, up on top of the bricks though. Stiko just lays in wait and just going to wait for his perfect moment to strike.
Tabson should be a freebie on 12 HP. 10 actually does steal that kill away, but Maiden, look at this aggression, pushing up the scaffold. He's going to get behind them, but he's missed the shot. Oh no, he's been punished for that. 2-on-3. Is it going to be a factor heading later into this round? Well, that's mostly up to Keto and Searson.
Well, we've seen them turn around so many 2-on-3s and 4-on-5s. Can't take it for granted, and Keto's doing it again, Mac.
Oh, and there's a chance here, but Searson goes for the pre-aim and doesn't actually spot Stiko in the corner. So, that's going to be...
Sandbags.
Ah, yes.
Big's mortal nemesis.
My ancient enemy, Cement.
Just couldn't get past it before, and doesn't look like they're going to be able to get past there again. Stiko stops the tires in his tracks. Searson uncharacteristically going to miss a very important one. Tizian, at least for the trade, as Maiden sends it back as well. So still a main advantage is going to be held by GODSENT. Tabson comes in. That's not communicated, but he misses the second man. Crystal going to be isolated here at the double stack. Tries to get up and wins that duel somehow on 12 HP.
Awkward. So, he's just threaded the needle right through the defense, and he's going to creep up under the boost here. Crystal hasn't spotted him. Never mind. Perfect timing. Just pops his head up. Deals with that. Now it's on to these other players from Big who are kind of in no man's land. Keto's still trying to misk it towards the stairs, trying to find that pick onto Zen, but he goes down as well.
It's a weird round, isn't it? Big have sort of just walked all over the place trying to take some aim duels.
Yeah, this is really not very Big-esque, is how I would say it.
Well, you know what they say, you got to misk it to get the biscuit, and Searson straight up towards A on his own now, just trying to find the perfect timing, but Farley should just be able to spot him from Tetris. Rotations all the way coming through now. Molly off for lobby, and Farley going to be isolated, but that smoke at least gives some space for Big to get the bomb plant down.
A 2-on-4 then to hold off this retake for Big, and they want to get themselves at least this round in the first half of overtime, because it has been without any gain for them so far. Not going to be fun going into the second half down 0-3. Zen coming from the back.
Yeah, a couple flashes on Searson to send Xantares into the line.
There should be a freebie. It's just a matter of when. Zen just taking his sweet time now. That's going to be the first strike. Xantares needs to do it all himself. 1v4 4, and he almost gets it, just couldn't get the last spray transfer. Maiden, great trade at least coming in to secure.
Back to more of the same. It's going to be the ramp contest into this execute.
Tizian actually gets the kill onto Crystal through the smoke, jumping up and down on the site. Big rotation coming in from Big at the moment. GODSENT are committing to the A bomb site, so that's good news at least for the CT side. Xantares. He's going to try and deal with more. He thought the body might have been a player, but in the end, he's okay. He still gets rid of Xan and now has to deal with Maiden, who rolls around the corner from scaffolding. Finds the trade at the very least, and through the smoke, Stiko catches Tabs, and now a 3-on-3, and it's on the precipice for Big.
Flanked in from Keto.
And that's some great cover as well, but Keto brings it to the 2-on-2. Let's see if Big can work their way back in. Tizian, they seem to be aware that he's in lobby. They're 100% on this, and Farley deals with it nicely. This could be the end, boys. GODSENT, man advantage. Keto, what can you do to salvage this round?
He's going to have to do something special, isn't he? But time is really running out. Pop flash up in the air, see if he can catch anyone with that. Peeks into the site, smoke down on the bomb. It's a Hail Mary here, but he can't make it happen. Maiden will finish it off for GODSENT, and now that's 11 in a row to actually win the map for them. A very, very impressive comeback from GODSENT on their own map choice.